Defense in depth fan, there's different layers to it. The very first layer of the defense in depth is called perimeter security. And I'm going to be using a data center to talk about this because that is probably the most practical thing to talk about. Within data centers, you have obviously data being stored, you have racks of hardware. All of the major cloud providers have large data centers across the world. So obviously protecting these data centers is of the utmost importance because a ton of companies, a ton of people, a ton of customers, their data is housed within these data centers. So obviously the protection of those assets are critical. So let's get into perimeter security. There's multiple elements of perimeter security. We're going to be starting with what's called physical security. And yes, guys, cybersecurity is about protecting information digitally, but there's an overarching element called information security, where cybersecurity is just one of many disciplines within the umbrella of information security. Information security is protecting information regardless of its format, whether it's in paper or digital, where cybersecurity more focuses on digital. So within physical security, you're obviously talking about the physical things, right? You're talking about fences, you're talking about guards, you're talking about security cameras, the actual security of the building, right? That is physical security. And within physical security, there's 4 independent layers that make up the whole thing of physical security. So in the spirit of bite-sized and digestible information, I'm going to be making 4 separate videos to talk about these things. So let's get into it. The very first layer of physical security within perimeter security, that is called deterrence. So the whole point of deterrence within physical security is things that make the bad person or the threat actor, the bad actor, things that make them think twice about trying to compromise your assets. So when we say deterrence, literally, what elements of physical security are deterring actors from trying to go for your assets? So we're talking huge fences, we're talking barbed wires, we're talking security guards, signage saying, under surveillance or do not trespass, all those things, right? Things when a bad actor looks at this, they're like, oh, you know what, maybe I shouldn't try to compromise these assets. Maybe it's not a good idea, so I'm going to stop. It's elements that are deterring actors from trying to compromise that data. So that's the deterrence element of physical security within the world of perimeter security. Now that I've told you about this, try to think about the different elements that you would see maybe on the outside of a data center that would make a bad person or a threat actor think twice of trying to compromise those assets. Think about it, leave it in the comments, let me know what you guys are thinking. Now, obviously, within these 4 layers within physical security, things can overlap. So let me know what you guys think, and let's talk about in the next video, which is detection. See you guys soon.